Hey everyone, welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. In today's video, we're diving deep into the shocking twists and turns of Yellowjackets Season 3, Episode 6. This episode definitely raised a lot of questions and kept us on the edge of our seats. From Ben's heartbreaking fate to Shauna finally listening to the mysterious tape, there's a lot to talk about. So let's break it all down and talk about what this episode means for the future of the show. But before we get into the details, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and leave a comment with your thoughts on this episode. Let's jump into it.
Oh my God, Melissa, please.
Ben's pain and his final moments. Let's start with Ben because this episode really focuses on his mental and physical breakdown. Ben is in a dark place. He's lost his leg, his other ankle is injured, and mentally, he's completely shattered. He's reached a point where he doesn't even want to survive anymore. We see him pushing everyone away, especially Nat, and even refusing to eat. It's clear that he's given up on living. Ben says some incredibly dark things to try and provoke a reaction from Nat, telling her he was the one who started the fire and watched everyone burn, even though we know that's not true. But in his mind, he's just trying to push Nat to end his suffering. No one seems to realize how bad it is until they discover the disgusting meat pile he's left behind. That's when Nat finally has enough, and in a heartbreaking moment, she ends Ben's life by stabbing him through the heart. It's a moment of mercy, but also a tough decision for Nat. This marks the end of Ben's journey, but it's a major turning point for the group. Akilah's vision, the bear, and the uncertainty. Meanwhile, we've got Akilah, who's still dealing with these strange, almost mystical visions. She's been spending more time in the cave, trying to make sense of what she's seeing. This time, she has another vision involving a bear, and let me tell you, it's pretty unsettling. Now, we're not sure what exactly this vision means, but the presence of the bear is important. Could the bear symbolize something coming for the girls? Is it a sign of something primal taking over them? Or maybe it's a warning of danger in the wilderness. With the appearance of new people later in the episode, it might also hint at something related to their arrival. There's a lot of mystery surrounding Akilah's visions, and I can't wait to see how they connect to the rest of the storyline. Shauna steps up. A new leader emerges. Moving on to Shauna, this episode shows her stepping up into a more prominent role. After Ben's death, Lottie names her the new leader of the group, which is a huge shift. Up until now, Shauna has been more reluctant to take charge, but with Ben gone, Lottie sees something in her. The wilderness seems to have chosen her, and she's now at the center of the group's survival. But the interesting part is that Shauna doesn't seem thrilled about this role. She's angry and conflicted, especially after everything that's happened with Ben. But there's no turning back now. Shauna has to lead, whether she wants to or not. This is a pivotal moment for her character, and it's clear that the weight of leadership will take its toll on her in the episodes to come. As the new leader, Shauna orders Nat to honor Ben's death by cooking his body for a ritualistic feast. It's disturbing, yes, but this is the kind of twisted survival instinct that's taken over the girls. They're so deep in this dark, primal state that eating Ben has become a part of their bizarre ritual to appease the wilderness. It's another step toward the girls completely losing their humanity. The mysterious tape and Callie's secret now. Let's talk about the tape that's been a looming mystery. In the present timeline, Shauna finally learns about the tape Callie's been hiding from her. Callie admits she hasn't listened to it yet, but once she finally does, Shauna is immediately on edge. There's a lot of tension here because Shauna has been desperate to figure out what's on this tape, and it might be the key to understanding what's been happening to them all these years. But before we get to the contents of the tape, we've got Misty, who's still obsessively trying to uncover the truth behind Lottie's death. She's looking for DNA evidence and doing her own investigation, but it seems like she's starting to alienate everyone around her. Misty's determined to find answers, but her obsession might be clouding her judgment. She even starts questioning Ty and wonders if she's hiding something about Lottie's death. Is Ty involved in something more sinister? It's all part of the mystery that continues to unfold. Van and Ty, struggling with the past. Meanwhile, Van and Ty are still dealing with their emotional struggles. Ty's been sleepwalking and acting erratically, and it's clear that something isn't right. Van, trying to support her, agrees to bring the DAT tape player to Shauna, but while looking for the tape, Van discovers something strange. She finds an unplugged landline phone in a box, and when she picks it up, she hears Ty's voice on the other end of the line. Now that Ty is nowhere near the phone, so this is a bizarre and unsettling moment. Is Van just losing it, or is there something supernatural happening? It's moments like this that make the show so unpredictable and intriguing. Van is clearly trying to be there for Ty, but is her mind starting to unravel under the pressure? The tape finally plays. What's on it? Okay, so here's the big moment, the DAT tape. Shauna, Van, and Ty finally listen to it in the car, and what they hear is chilling. The tape starts with some testing of the microphone, but then it shifts to what sounds like screams. Lots of screams, coming from multiple women. It's clear that this is part of one of the rituals that took place in the wilderness. But who recorded this? And why is someone sending it to Shauna now? Van raises a great point. Who knows about this? The people who were involved in these rituals are either dead or the survivors themselves. So who could be behind this mysterious tape? It's a question that leaves us hanging, and I'm sure it will be a major plot point moving forward. New faces in the wilderness, who are they? Now let's get to the final shocking moment of the episode. New people show up in the wilderness. The girls are deep into their ritual, but something feels off. Lottie senses it and screams into the wild, as if trying to call out to whoever is nearby. Suddenly, a man and a woman appear by the fire. The man curses when he sees Ben's body and he says, "Hello," as if he's just stumbled upon this scene. Who are these people? Are they here to help, or are they going to bring more trouble? Oh, and more importantly, how did they find the girls? We're left with more questions than answers, but one thing's for sure, this is a game changer for the show. These new characters might be key to unraveling the bigger mystery, and I'm excited to see what role they'll play. Our nerdy thoughts. So what did we learn in this episode? Ben's death marks a major turning point for the group. Shauna is stepping into a leadership role, and the mysterious tape adds even more intrigue to the story. The arrival of these new people at the end is a huge cliffhanger that leaves us wondering what's going to happen next. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Ben's death? Who do you think these new people are? And what's going on with the tape? Leave a comment below with your theories, and let's discuss. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Yellowjackets content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future recaps or breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And remember, in the world of Yellowjackets, you never know what's lurking around the corner. Keep an eye on the wilderness. Things are about to get even more wild.